Good afternoon. My name is Victor Daniel Bedoya. Today we are going to be working with describing movies, programs, or TV shows. This is an activity proposed for the didactics of English course in order to develop the English skill as described in the guide activity, specifically the speaking skill. The topic we are going to be working today is, as I already told you, movies and TV programs. And the objective is students will be able to describe and recommend movies and TV programs. Here's my name again. So first off, describing a movie or TV show. How? How can we do that? By describing the genre, type, whether it is or it was about. So I mean, it is depending on the time you're talking to or you're talking about. It might be present or it might be past. So you have to specify the to be verb form in order to perform it properly. So here we got some words in order to do that. Games, for example, entertainment, adventure, cartoons, romance, documentary, horror, action, comedy, drama, science fiction, war, crime and gangster, etc. This is an example of the first case. It is or it was, depending on what I already explained, it is an entertainment program or it was an entertainment program. It is a game show. So you are already describing, you're giving the main instruction about what you really mean about that. You can also describe how good or bad the program or movie was. So it was interesting, it was enjoyable, it was boring, for example, it was exciting or fabulous, it was horrible, it was touching, it was funny, it was hilarious, it was scary, and cheesy, and you got some more examples. Here are some of the examples I've been meaning to show you. It is or it was an enjoyable entertainment program. It was a funny game show. Now we flash forward to the second part of the video, which is recommending a movie or TV show. How? By using the following verbs. For example, should, recommend, suggest, and advise. So there are some differences that we have to get clear first of all in order to do it properly. So let's start with should, for example. Should is used to give advice, a recommendation, or a suggestion. So here we got the grammar structure, which first of all goes the noun and then the should, which is the verb, and after that the verb, which is the base form in infinitive. Example, we got it down below. You should watch. Here we got some options. It could be Two and a Half Men, it could be Titanic, or it could be Batman the movie, for example. So you should watch Titanic. You are already recommending something that you want to be seen by somebody else. Suggest and recommend. Suggest and recommend have a different characterization of how this form has to be structured. I suggest or I recommend you watch Two and a Half Men. We got another case down below. I suggest or I recommend that you watch Titanic. I suggest or I recommend watching Batman the movie. So here we got three cases that we have to follow in order to express it properly. So if we want to do it the way of, for example, I suggest or I recommend you to watch the movie or watch something, we are actually making a mistake that we are going to be presenting further. Advice. I advise you to watch. I advise you to watch Two and a Half Men. I advise you to watch Titanic. I advise you to watch Batman the movie. So here we got the instruction formation down below, which is the person plus the infinite form. And here there's a quotation that would facilitate the illustration that I'm trying to express to you. Advice is more flexible to use because the previous forms are allowed. So we can use advice in whatever form we want. So we got some examples here. I advise you to watch Two and a Half Men. I advise that you watch Titanic, for example. I advise watching Batman the movie, if I'm speaking in a general way. I advise you to watch Two and a Half Men, as the advice in the upper part says it could be used whatever using or applying the way you want to. It was an interesting video. You should definitely watch it again. Thanks, and let's continue with the other part of the activity in order to develop the speaking skill. Thanks.